Are you unknowingly causing harm to your beloved dog while trying to train them? Shock collars, a controversial tool that delivers electric shocks to correct behavior, may seem like a quick and easy solution, but the truth about these collars is shocking. The physical and emotional effects of shock collars can be severe and long-lasting, causing suffering for our pets. In this eye-opening video, we reveal the dark truth about shock collars and the harm they cause to our dogs. Are you using a shock collar to train your dog? While these collars may seem like a convenient solution, the dark truth about them is disturbing. From causing physical harm to inducing fear and anxiety, the effects of shock collars on our beloved pets can be severe and long-lasting. In this shocking exposé, we uncover the truth about shock collars and the harm they cause to dogs. Are you ready to learn the truth and make a change for the betterment of your furry friend? Keep watching. Definition of shock collars. Shock collars, also known as electronic collars, are devices that deliver an electric shock to a dog's neck in order to correct their behavior. They are often used for training purposes, such as to stop a dog from barking or to prevent them from running off. The physical harm caused by shock collars can include pain and discomfort. The electric shock delivered by a shock collar can cause pain and discomfort to a dog. The intensity of the shock can vary depending on the settings, but even at low levels, it can be unpleasant for the dog. Physical injuries. In some cases, shock collars can cause physical injuries to dogs. For example, the collar could cause burns or abrasions on the neck, or the shock could cause the dog to yelp and pull away suddenly, leading to other injuries. Long-term physical damage. The use of shock collars over an extended period of time can lead to long-term physical damage to a dog. This can include damage to the nerves, muscles, and other tissues in the neck and head, as well as changes in heart rate and blood pressure. It is important to note that the use of shock collars is not recommended due to the potential for physical harm to dogs. There are more humane and effective training methods available that do not involve the use of punishment or pain. Description of the effects of electric shock on the body. Electric shock can have a number of physical effects on the body, depending on the intensity and duration of the shock. Some possible effects of electric shock on the body include pain. Electric shock can cause pain and discomfort to the affected area. Muscle contractions. Electric shock can cause involuntary muscle contractions, which can lead to spasms and tremors. Cardiac effects. Electric shock can affect the heart's normal functioning and can potentially lead to arrhythmias or other cardiac problems. Nerve damage. Electric shock can cause damage to the nerves, leading to numbness, tingling, or weakness in the affected area. Respiratory effects. Electric shock can interfere with normal breathing and can potentially cause respiratory failure. Skin burns. Electric shock can cause burns to the skin, ranging from mild to severe depending on the intensity of the shock. It is important to note that the effects of electric shock can be serious and can even be life-threatening in some cases. Shock collars should not be used as a training tool due to the potential. In addition to the physical harm that shock collars can cause to dogs, they can also have negative emotional and behavioral effects. Some of the fear, anxiety, and stress that shock collars can cause in dogs include fear of the shock. Dogs may become fearful of the shock itself and may associate the collar with pain and discomfort. This can lead to increased anxiety and stress when the collar is worn. Fear of the trigger. Dogs may become fearful of the things that trigger the shock, such as certain noises or behaviors. This can lead to an overall increase in anxiety and fear. Decreased trust. The use of shock collars can lead to a decrease in trust between the dog and their owner. This can affect the overall bond and relationship between the two. Examples of negative behavioral changes that can result from the use of shock collars include aggression. Shock collars can cause dogs to become aggressive as a result of the pain and discomfort they experience. This can be directed towards other dogs or people, and can be a serious safety concern. Withdrawal. Some dogs may become more withdrawn or anxious when using shock collars, exhibiting behaviors such as hiding or avoiding certain situations. Lack of motivation. The use of shock collars can discourage dogs from wanting to learn or engage in training, as they may associate training with pain and discomfort. Overall, it is important to use humane and positive reinforcement-based training methods with dogs, as the use of shock collars can cause negative emotional and behavioral changes in dogs. Alternatives to shock collars. As a professional dog trainer, it is my belief that there are much more effective and humane ways to train our canine companions than using shock collars. Shock collars can cause physical and emotional harm to dogs, and there are many alternatives that are not only more kind, but also more effective in the long run. One alternative is positive reinforcement training, which involves reinforcing desired behaviors with rewards such as treats, praise, or toys. This method is based on the principle that dogs are more likely to repeat behaviors that are followed by something positive. Positive reinforcement training is not only more humane, but it also helps to build a stronger bond between the dog and their owner and can increase motivation to learn. There are many different techniques that fall under the umbrella of positive reinforcement training, and the specific method used will depend on the individual dog and their needs. Some examples of successful training techniques that do not involve the use of punishment include clicker training. This method involves using a small, handheld clicker to mark the exact moment a desired behavior is performed, followed by a reward. Food rewards. Using treats as rewards is a common and effective way to reinforce desired behaviors. This can be especially helpful for dogs who are food motivated. Praise and affection. Verbal praise and physical affection, such as petting or cuddling, can be powerful rewards for dogs. Toy rewards. Toys can be used as rewards for dogs who are play motivated. There are many alternatives to shock collars that are more humane and effective for training dogs. By using positive reinforcement techniques and rewarding desired behaviors, we can help our canine companions learn and grow in a way that is kind and respectful. Do you want to develop your dog's hidden intelligence, to eliminate bad behavior and create the obedient and well-behaved calm without spending hours in training him? Check out the first link in the description below. In summary, shock collars can cause physical and emotional harm to dogs and should not be used as a training tool. By choosing these methods, we can help our canine companions learn and grow in a way that is kind and respectful, and that promotes a strong bond between the dog and their owner. As a pet owner, it is important to choose training methods that are safe and humane for your dog. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more helpful tips and tricks for dog owners.